Yeah, everyone type S in the chat if you're able to, see my screen and able to, hear my voice. Just type yes in the chat box so that we can get started with today's session. We are going to start the next prerequisite. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and DOM are completed now. Okay, those are the basic web technologies we have to learn as part of Selenium. Now we are going to another prerequisite today, that is locators. Okay, very, very important topic, this one also. A lot of people, neglect this. Even the people who are currently working in IT as software testers and all automation engineers, if they ask, if you ask them some questions, they are also not good at this thing. Okay, they ignore it, but it's very good, guys. Okay, if you do this, lot of time will be saved and all. So it's better we learn locators, and also in the interviews and all, you may get some questions related to locators. Okay, they may ask you to write manually write the locators for so and so elements. Okay, so at least in interview point of view, if you learn them, that will be all good. So let's get started, guys. Fine. So before getting started, I'll start with giving an assignment. Otherwise, I'll forget this. So last week I gave you one assignment regarding this test cases. This document I already shared with you. I asked you guys to complete register, login, logout, forgot password, right? And for this week, I am asking you guys to work on the test cases related to search, product compare, and product display page. These three items this week. I'll just post that assignment here. Assignments are kind of important, guys. If you want to really improve it from my sessions, you guys have to do the assignments, okay? So, but they are not compulsory, but if you do them, it will benefit you, as I keep saying. So, assignment 1 for this week. Execute test cases for search, product, compare, product display page. Search, product, compare, and product display page. Okay. This is the first assignment I'm already started giving you. So let me close this now. Let's this assignment keep going in the parallel, guys, because you see who are the people who are waiting for my manual testing sessions, right? It will be more useful for them. Okay. The people who want to, you know, later we are going to start manual testing, right? We are starting right now itself. I am giving you some assignments. If you do so, right, your manual testing journey will become so easy. Okay. You will understand a lot of things in manual testing without much efforts if you do all the assignments I'm giving every week. Okay. This week assignment also you complete, guys. Last week assignments, any pending things are there, also try to complete by the end of this Sunday, that is 31st. Okay. By the end of 31st, try to finish up all the assignments. If you want to see the history of assignments I was giving you from the beginning, just go back in the batch 1 QFox Telegram group where you see you will get to know all the assignments that have previously given. Okay. So somewhere here, assignments for this week, like this. Okay, this is the last week assignment, right? I gave like that many assignments I gave. Keep scrolling back and try to complete all the assignments, guys. Assignments will give you a lot of confidence, okay, and will make you guys land on a better positions. Okay, so fine. Without any delay, let's start with today's session. That is locators. Okay, what are these locators? Why we have to learn locators as a prerequisite for Selenium automation? Okay, the topic is all about locators, guys. Okay, locators. So what are these locators? As the name speaks, they help in locating, right? Locators help Selenium in locating UI elements on the web pages. Okay, for example, already you guys have seen, you guys already have gone through that Selenium IDE, right? Earlier. I'll just take you there again. Here I'll take a dummy application, tutorials.com/demo. And here already we have installed Selenium IDE. If you remember in the previous sessions, record a new test. I'll give some project name, sample project, say okay. Here I'll give the base URL. This URL I'll give and start recording. Maximize this. And here I'll just click here and type HP. Click on the search button. And once in the search results, I'll just go there and right click here and select Selenium ID, verify. Then where is that? Verify text. Okay. Let's say. Then I'll just stop the recording. I have to give some test name. I'll just give test name as test1. If I maximize this, you see Selenium ID has recorded the steps for this particular test case. Open this application URL, set window size, maximize the window size, click on which? Click on this search box field. Okay, click on the search box field. So when we click on the search box field, what Selenium is doing is, Selenium is just performing the click command, but here it's taking the help of a locator, guys. Here name is equal to search is nothing but what? Here name is equal to search is nothing but what, guys? Type the answer in the chat box. Name is equal to search is nothing but what? It is a locator. Everyone type it. Okay, we want to register this answer in your mind, right? You guys have to type. Okay, Selenium is unable to locate the elements by itself. Rather, Selenium is taking the help of something known as what? Locators. Everyone type locators in the chat box. Everyone type. 1, 2, I'm just counting, guys. Only 7 people. What about the remaining? Everyone type. 8 people. I want everyone to do that. Yeah. Be active, guys. Be active. This is very important. Okay. Just these sessions are for live trainings and all. It doesn't make sense if you don't participate here. Okay. I want everyone to participate. Fine. And make yourself active, and this is for your benefit only. Okay, I don't get anything if I keep asking you participate, right? If I make you participate, you will engage in these sessions, and ultimately you will learn a lot of stuff. Okay, you will not get distracted or deviated. That's the reason I keep asking people to type in the chat box. Okay, so good to go. You see here each and every operation that is being performed by Selenium, like click operation or type operation, click operation, verify text operation, every operation is taking the help of what? Locators. Name is equal to search is a locator. Name is equal to search is a locator. CSS locator, LinkText locator, like many types of locators are there, guys. Okay. Selenium is by default. Now let's emphasize on something. Let me emphasize on something. Selenium is by default what? Blind. Blind means a person who cannot see, right? Similarly, Selenium is also blind. It cannot see anything on the web applications. Selenium is by default blind. Why I'm saying Selenium is blind? Selenium by default cannot see any UI elements on the web pages by itself. By itself, it cannot see any elements on the web pages, guys. For example, if I open a web application like this, okay, if I open a web application like this, can Selenium see this text box field? No. Can Selenium visually see this search button? No. Can Selenium visually see this link? No. Can Selenium visually see this image or any other options on this page? Nothing is visible to the Selenium, guys. But how can Selenium perform automation things on Selenium if it cannot see any of these UI elements on the web pages? Selenium will take the help of the locators. Selenium directly cannot see any elements on the web pages, but Selenium with the help of, okay, Selenium with the help of what? Locators can, locate the elements on the web pages and then perform the operations. If I just take back you to the notes and all, you can clearly see here in the diagram, locators help Selenium in finding the UI elements on the web pages. Hence, automation is possible. Without locators, is the automation possible for Selenium? Type in the chat your answer, guys. Without locators, can Selenium automate the web applications? No. Why? Because Selenium by default cannot locate the elements on the web pages. If locators are not there, how can Selenium perform operations on perform automation tasks on these elements? That is not at all possible. Selenium should and must have to take the help of the locators in order to locate these elements. And once the locators help Selenium in locating or finding these elements, then only Selenium can, perform several automation activities on these elements. We can use these locators in our test automation code to locate the elements on the web pages. Okay. And this activity of locators, which is helpful in finding or locating the elements on the web pages, helps Selenium in locating that elements and thereafter can perform several automation activities on these elements like click, send keys, like type, okay, clear, many other stuff, guys. Okay, that we are going to learn later. Clear, guys? Everyone clear with this introduction to locators? Type C in the chat box if you're clear. Very, very important. That's why I'm cross-checking with every one of you again and again. Just type C in the chat box, guys. Okay. Great, great. Now let's move on with the different types of locators. What is the next topic, guys? Different types of locators. There is not only one locator. Okay. There's not just one locator type that will help Selenium in finding the elements on the web pages, but there are different types of locators. Okay. Type in the chat box. Is there a single locator or multiple locators? Type your answer. Single or multiple? What do you say? Is there only one type or multiple types? Type. Multiple locators are there, right? It's not a single locator, but multiple locators are there, guys. Okay. There are different type of locators means that itself says that there are multiple type of locators which can help Selenium in finding the elements on the web pages. Great. So the below are the different types of locators which can be used for locating the elements on the web pages. There is not single locator type, that there are multiple locator types. Any of these locator types can help Selenium in finding the elements on the web pages. Okay, as Selenium is by default blind and cannot directly locate the elements on the web pages. Okay, so fine. So what are the different types in ID, name, class name, link text, CSS selectors, XPath expressions? Without looking at that, I'll type it for you. Okay. So let's try to register something in our mind. Okay. ID is the first type of locator. What is the next type? We have name. Then we have class name. Then we have link text. Then we have CSS selectors. Then we have XPath expressions. These are the major types of locators we have. Okay. Now, without looking at that, can you type in the chat box, guys? What are the different type of locators? Just give a comma and type it. Everyone try to type it if you remember that. Whatever I have just now mentioned. Different type of locators. Yes, ID, name, class name, link text. You missed one thing, Manjit. XPath expressions. Or XPath, you write. Manjit, you missed XPath. Yes. Sheikh. Jilani Sheikh. ID, name, class name, link text, CSS, XPath. Correct. Yes, great, Manjit. Dinesh. ID, name, class. Instead of, class name, link text, XPath, CSS. Okay. File ID. Okay. File, in your case, you mentioned class instead of name. Okay. ID, name, class name, link text, CSS, XPath. Okay. Second one is wrong in your case, file. Okay. ID, name, class name, link text, CSS, and XPath. ID, name, class name, link text, CSS, selectors, XPath expressions. Yeah. ID, name, class name, XPath, yeah, XPath, link text, and CSS, right? Yeah, fine, great. ID, name, class name, link text, CSS, selectors. Yeah, good to go, guys. Okay. Hope you remember now. Those are the different types of locators we have, like ID, name, class name, link text, CSS, selectors, and XPath expressions. Now, already I covered all these HTML basics, right? This part is already completed for you. This section is already completed. I am not going to cover again as part of basic web technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, DOM, right? Already this part is already covered. So we don't have to revisit. So why this part is there in this locators topic means if you have the basic knowledge of HTML, you can easily understand the locators. Okay. Great. Navya Reddy also. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. So guys, why we need to learn HTML? That will help us in understanding the locators better. Okay. If you have some HTML basic knowledge, you can learn the locators, different type of locators in a better way. Okay. So let's get started with the different type of locators. Okay. So apart from this, in Selenium IDE, I showed you the different type of locators, right? In Selenium WebDriver also, you don't need to, watch or how I am writing the code and all those stuff. But in you don't have to learn how I am actually, writing this code that I'm going to show you as a demo. Okay. But just observe this. Okay. In Selenium ID, that was very easy. But I'm going to use Selenium WebDriver. I'll just launch my Eclipse ID. In Eclipse ID also, I'll try to automate a script. Okay, the same automation script that I have automated with Selenium ID, that searching with HP, clicking on search button and verifying whether we got the product in the search results, right? The same test case I will automate with the help of Selenium WebDriver just before you. Here, your focus point should not be on what I am typing or what code I am writing. Rather, your focus should be on what locators, how I am actually passing the locators to the Selenium code. You just observe that. Is that clear? Guys, is that clear? What your focus should be? In whatever the practicals I'm going to give you right now, your focus should be on code or locators. Code or locators. Type locators, type L or locators. Okay. Your focus should be on locators, guys. Okay. Whatever I'm trying to demo, your focus should not be on code. Code will be explained later. But since you already have an idea about how to write the code, I will be writing that. But your entire focus should be on locators. I'm actually entering locators into that code so that Selenium can use that locators and perform operations on the element is the main point for you. Okay. That I want to communicate. Don't worry about the code I'm writing. Okay. Just blindly ignore the code. Fine. So I'll be writing some code, guys, here from scratch. So don't worry about the code. Locators you focus. For now, I'll writing Chrome driver. Driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Okay. Pour the mouse on the Chrome driver. This is for me, guys. I'm just speaking for myself. You don't need to worry what I'm typing. Dot manage dot window dot maximize. Then driver dot get. I'll take one URL. I'll just take that as tutorialsninja.com/demo. Copy this. Come back here. Paste it here. Done. Once browsed, I will, now what I want to do on the screen after opening the application URL with this automation script so far. Okay, here the Chrome browser got opened. At a high level, I'm explaining. Okay, this will maximize the Chrome browser. This line will open the application URL in the browser that you have opened. That is from the Chrome browser, this application URL will be opened. The next task is that here in the search box field, I want to type my text. I want to type a product name like HP product I want to type. So, but can Selenium directly find the search box field? Can it see the search box field? No. Selenium has to actually take the help of the locators in order to locate and find the search box field, and then only it can perform some operations like typing text or clicking, etc. In the search box field, Selenium has to, type. So in order to type, Selenium need to first find this with the help of locators. So first I'll right click on the search box field and create a locator for this. To this search box field, I would like to create a locator. I'll right click and inspect this option. The moment I inspect this option, in the HTML code of this search box field will appear here. And do you see any ID here? Any ID attribute is there, guys? Only name is there, but ID is not there. Na? If ID is not there, here, if ID is not there, I'll go with the name. I'll just go and find the name. Is there any name attribute? Yes, name attribute is there. Then I'll copy the value of this name attribute. Okay, I can use this as a name locator, guys. Okay, if there is a value for this name attribute in this HTML code of the search box field, search box field, I can use a value of this name attribute as a name locator. Okay, I'll copy this value, which is nothing but search here in this case, and here I'll go here, and Selenium will use a command known as driver.find element command. You don't have to understand that at this moment. Selenium uses a command known as find element. This find element command is from Selenium. So Selenium is asking the locator, taking the help of locators with the help of this find element command. Here I need to write down by dot ID or name, right? Name I'll write. Okay. Inside the name, I'll provide double quotes, and whatever the value, name attribute value is there in the HTML. Okay, I'll copy this and paste it here. Okay, and put a semicolon here. This is nothing but what? Search box field. And then here I'll write web element. Okay, this is all Selenium code. Don't worry about Selenium code now. I'm just focus on this locator part. How I am passing locator to the Selenium WebDriver script. To the Selenium. Selenium is here also. In Selenium WebDriver also, Selenium is taking the help of the locators in order to find this kind of web elements like search box field and etc. etc. Okay. So now I'll just take the search box field. And what I have to perform in the search box field? I have to type the text. In Selenium, we have a command known as sendCase command that I'll explain it later. Okay. Again, here I'll double quote and type what text I have to type into the search box field. I would like to type HP here. So that HP here I'll mention. So Selenium by default cannot directly locate the search box field. Selenium has to take the help of these locators like name locator, etc. in order to locate this kind of search box field. And in the search box field, Selenium is now performing operations after the locator has helped it in finding the elements. Okay, this is what is going on. That focus you have to don't focus on the code, focus only on locators. Okay, yeah, HP is typed. Let's say now I want to click on the search button. Right click, inspect the search button. You see HTML code of the search button has come. HTML code of the search button has come. And so does it have an ID? No. Does it have any name? No. Then what we have to do? It doesn't have an ID. It doesn't have a name. Class is there, but there is a class attribute. So the next activity, if I go right, apart from ID, name, right, there's one more thing like class name. So I generally go with the class. That's okay. But there is a problem in this case. Okay, in case of class, there is a problem, guys. The problem is, you see, class is not, a single class is not there. Here, multiple classes are there. You see, if in a class attribute, if you see this btn space, btn default space, btn lg, here, one class is there or multiple classes are there? Give me your answer. One class is there or multiple classes are there for this element? One or multiple? Type your answer. Multiple classes. There are spaces means there are multiple classes. If there are multiple classes, can I use these multiple classes together to locate this element? Not possible. Type not possible. Okay. Yes, space means multiple. Okay. If there is a space means btn is one class, btn default is another class, btn hyphen lg is one more class. I cannot use this as a class locator now. Okay. If it's a single class name, then only one class is there. I can use that. Here, multiple classes are there. I'll not be able to use it directly with the class name.
Arun,
Yes.
there is only one search button, right? Why are you saying multiple class? There is only one button, right? But
Okay. So there is only one button. Multiple classes will be there because this class is, implementing some CSS. This class is implementing another CSS. This class is implementing another CSS for the same button. Just for that reason. Got it?
okay.
There are maybe different situations where, the way the developers will apply CSS may be different. Like one part of this class, they also will apply this BTN to another element, but not this BTN default to another element like that. Okay, they'll keep mixing all the classes, and multiple combination of stylings they will bring together. The reason. Okay, so an element can have multiple classes, but when it has multiple classes, we cannot use a multiple classes to as a class locator. Okay, in this case, class name locator will fail. We cannot use that as a class locator. Then what is the next one? What is the next possibility we have? If ID is not there, name is not there, class name is not possible, then what I have to go with? LinkText, right? I have to go with the LinkText. But there is a problem with the LinkText also. In this example, why means here, is this a hyperlink? Whatever you see on the screen is a hyperlink. Is this an
No.
anchor? No. So only for the anchor tags, I can use LinkText. But other elements like button input, LinkText is not possible. LinkText means anchor tag only. Okay, if there is an element which is a hyperlink and all, I can create a locator known as LinkText locator if required. But for button element, LinkText is not applicable. I'll go to the next one. What are the next two possibilities? CSS or XPath. CSS or XPath. Okay. Nowadays, you can either go with XPath CSS at the same level. I generally prefer XPath. I'm nowadays giving last priority to CSS that I'll explain later why. Okay. Okay. If there are two things, Earlier, I used to give first preference to CSS. Now I'm giving first preference for XPath. Why? I'll explain you here. Okay. Somewhere here, somewhere here, I'll explain you. Okay. Why I'm giving different priorities, I'll tell you. But how to get the XPath CSS? At this moment, do you guys know how to create your own XPath? Have I explained already in the sessions? Like how to create your own XPath expressions and CSS selects? Have I covered already for you? No, right? So you guys don't know. I know it. Okay. If you ask me, I can write XPath expressions on the fly. For example, I'll show you this. Just see the screen. I'll try to, create an XPath expression for the search button. Okay. I'll inspect the search button. Since ID is not there, name is not there, class is not possible. It's not LinkText is not possible. Only the remaining options are either XPath or CSS. I already told you, I prefer XPath over CSS personally. So how I create the XPath expression? I have to select this, guys. Okay. How to select this line? I have to select this line and, have to say Control F. The moment I say Control F, keyboard key, when I press after selecting this line, I'll get this find by string selector or XPath kind of box here under the Google Dev Tools. Okay, I have to select this and say Control F. So what is the shortcut I have to press, guys? Shortcut keys what I have to press after selecting this HTML line to get this find box. Just type your answer in the chat box. Control plus F. Together I have to press Control key and F key. Control F. Everyone type in the chat box so that you can remember this. I want everyone to type this Control F answer. Select this HTML line, required HTML line, and say Control F. Great. Once you type Control F, right? Once you write Control F, here, by looking at this button, / button, you will not understand this. Don't focus on what I'm typing here. If you have an idea about XPath expressions, how to create your own XPath expressions, you will understand this. Otherwise, you guys will not understand. Don't worry, I'll teach you guys, or I will give you some assignments in the coming days, okay, where you are going to learn this XPath expressions and CSS selectors, okay. To some extent, I will teach you. To some extent, you have to do the assignments, okay. That part I'll make you guys clear in the later, okay, later sessions. But for now, we are not directly jumping there because that is not urgent. Okay, it's not urgently required. So I'll be covering the locators, how to create your own XPath and CSS in the coming days. Okay, but for now, let's take some shortcuts. But I'll just give you a futuristic view where, if you have already learned how to create your own XPath expressions and your own CSS selectors, then you can easily create the XPath expressions the way I'm trying to do here. Okay, I've inspected this button and I'm able to see the HTML code of the button. And by looking at the HTML code, I'm actually writing creating XPath expression by myself. / I'll just copy this class, guys. Okay, first of all, otherwise it will go away. Button. Okay, here I'll simply say contains @class. I'll just paste this, whatever the thing I copied, right? I'll paste it. Okay. Is it locating? Now is it locating? Whatever the XPath expression I created, I cannot directly use a class, but I created an XPath. This is an XPath expression, guys. Okay. I created XPath expression on the fly because I have the knowledge, complete knowledge of how to create XPath expressions from scratch. I know. So with that knowledge, okay, with that knowledge, I am able to create the XPath expressions, right? But how to create such kind of XPath expressions, I am going to teach you in the upcoming sessions. Okay, right now you don't have to learn it. Later sessions I will teach you. Okay, but this is an XPath expression. And I'll just come back here. Focus on the locators part simply. Driver dot find element by dot XPath. I'll give the XPath expression. Put a semicolon here. And this is nothing but search button, right? Search button. I'm with help Selenium, with help of this XPath locator, is able to find which button? Search button. So I'm creating a web element for that. Okay. Now search button. What I have to do on the search button, guys? In this case, what I have to do on the search button after typing HP in the search box field? What I have to do on the search button? Type your answer in the chat box.
Click.
Automation. What I have to do? Guys, everyone. Yeah, click. I have to click on the search button, right? So for that case, Selenium has a command known as click command. Okay. For typing, Selenium has a command known as send keys command. For clicking, Selenium WebDriver has a command known as click command. Like that, many commands are there in Selenium. Okay, and Selenium here is mainly using the help of the locators in order to find search box field, search button, etc., kind of locators on the web pages. Okay, Selenium is by default blind, and without help locators, Selenium cannot do any activities. Okay, Selenium has to take the help of the locators, or in fact, locators will help Selenium in finding the elements on the web pages, and thereby helping Selenium in finding the different operations like typing text into the search box field, clicking on the buttons, etc., and so forth. This is what is Selenium WebDriver, guys. Okay. So even Selenium WebDriver is also taking the help of locators. Selenium ID is also taking the help of locators in finding the elements on the web pages. Fine. So let's say the search button has been clicked. Now what I have to do, what Selenium has to do, next activity, Selenium has to verify whether this particular element has been displayed on the search results or not. Okay. So I'll have to right click here and select inspect option again. So here, do you see any ID attribute? Guys, do you see any ID attribute here for this HTML code? No. Do you see any name attribute? Type your answer in the chat box. Keep typing. Do you see any class attribute? Only answer whatever the questions I am giving, guys. Okay. Is there any ID name class? No, right? What is the next possibility we have? If ID name class is not there, then what is the next possibility we have? Link text. It's not linked. Link text. Link means hyperlink. Okay. Link text. Yamini, link text, not linked. Okay.
Okay.
No problem. Yes, that's okay. I'm just correcting so that should
Okay.
not. Everyone type in the chat box. What is the next possibility after ID name class name? Link text is the next possibility. So link text I have told you earlier. Is it applicable for all the elements or only for the hyperlinks like anchor tags? Link text can be applied for can be created as a locator for all the type of elements, or anchor text or anchor tag or hyperlinks only. Only hyperlinks, anchor tags, right? So in this case, this is a hyperlink or not. In this case, this is a hyperlink or not. Whatever we are inspecting, this is a hyperlink only, right? The anchor tag is there. So can I use link text? Nagavini, I'll tell you, I'll give you the answer. Okay, you are asking me, is there any order for locators, right? That part is there. Yes, it is there. Okay, I'll cover that. Okay, it's coming up. Just wait. Yes, anchor tag. So here, in between the starting anchor tag and ending anchor tag, is there some text? Yes, right. I'll copy the text. This text will act like a link text, nothing but the text between the starting and ending anchor tags. It will become which type of locator? Link text locator. Okay, the text between the starting and ending tags will become the link text locator. Copy this. I'm copying the text between the starting and ending text, which is the link text locator. Come back here and simply write down driver.find element. The same command, guys. Selenium uses which command for finding the elements? Find element command. This find element command of Selenium take the help of what? Locators. Okay. By dot link text. Link text. This is the locator. Okay. This time link text. Give double quotes. Paste it. Put a semicolon. Okay. And so here I will simply say dot is display. Directly also I can use. Okay. I can store this as a web element and use, or directly here also I can say, or else I'll just go with this process only for now. Here I'll say product in search results. Okay. Search results. So whatever the product that came in search results. Yeah, done. I want to see whether it is displayed or not. Okay. I'll write some logic here. Don't worry about the logic. I'll just write down if this product in search results, this particular product in search results is displayed command. Is displayed means what? This is send keys command is for typing. Click command is for clicking. Whereas is displayed will check whether this particular HP LP3065 product is being displayed in the search results page or not. We are checking. This is being displayed or not. If the product is displayed will return what? True. It will say true. If it is returning true means this, if true means this condition will pass and will go inside the if block. Okay, like that. This is Java, guys. If people you don't know Java, don't worry about this code. Everything will be covered later. Okay. I'm just explaining at a high level, but your focus should be on locators only. Okay. This 3 locators part, that is enough. This is an extra thing that I'm covering. Here I'll write some code. Don't worry about the code. If you are not able to understand, that's okay. Okay. Here I'll say HP product, or I'll simply say test pass. Test case passed, right? If this product is coming in the search results means test case passed. product is not coming. If this particular product is not displayed in the search results, then test failed. Test failed. Like this, I'll write the code. Understand the code at the high level. Okay. Chrome browser will open. Chrome browser will maximize. It will open the application URL in the browser. And in this search box field, which Selenium is able to locate with the help of this name locator. Okay. Search box field, we are typing HP text, and later Selenium is able to find the search button with the help of this XPath expression locator, and then Selenium is able to click on that search button, and by doing this activity in the search results, we got this HPLP 3065 product displayed. We are, with the help of Selenium, we are finding it out whether this HPLP 3065 product is really displayed in the search results or not. With the help of isDisplayed command of Selenium, we are doing that, and with the help of LinkText locator, we are locator is helping the Selenium in finding that element. Okay, on the search. If it is displayed on the page, we are simply passing the test. If it is not displayed on search results, even though we search for HP product and click on search button, if HP product is not coming in the search results, test is failed. Hope you are able to understand, right? How we are automating the test cases. At least some high level idea you are getting. How the
Arun, in line 18, button contains at class. After that, the button BTN, you put it single quotes, but in the page locator, it is double quotes. So it's a syntax we have to put in single quotes. The B.
Yeah, why we have
after
to put
class comma.
yes, understood.
Yeah.
Why we are putting in single quotes is, you see here by.xpath, here this entire locator thing we are putting inside what? Double quotes externally, right? If I give double quote here, right, it will not understand basically. From here it will start, here it will end, right? The XPath expression.
Oh, okay.
To overcome that, here you can put double quotes also, but only thing what we have to do is there is something known as backward slash here, okay? Then it will, okay, this is another way. Able to understand? So there is a way. Actually, this is called as escape characters and all. In Java, there is a concept known as escape characters. Why I'm writing like this, you will understand in Java. Okay. So it's better go with the single quotes to overcome that disturbance. Okay. For now.
Okay.
Why? Because if you provide double quotes inside double quotes, so then it will consider from double quote to double quote only this XPath expression. There is a confusion, right? So this part is also an XPath expression that will be missing. Instead, what we'll do is, here there is a possibility of using double quotes, but since already double quotes are covering this, it's better to use single quotes. Or if you want to really use double quotes here, backward slash double quote you have to use. That you will understand in the concepts of Java. Okay. When I explain concepts of Java, right, you will understand why I'm doing all this stuff. Okay. But for now, blindly follow. Don't worry about the code. Apart from that, everything is clear. Is everything clear for everyone? Type C in the chat box, guys, if things are clear so far. How the Selenium WebDriver is using the locators to find the elements on the web pages. That part is clear for you. I'm just giving a heads up, guys, so that it will be easy for you in the upcoming sessions. Okay. This kind of examples I keep giving you. Then, if you are very new to Selenium, it will be more easy for you to understand at the time when I cover again the Selenium for you. Okay. In detail. I'll just simply run the code. See that whether this script is working or not. In a while, the execution will start. Yeah, browser launched, browser got maximized, application URL got opened, HP got typed, search button got clicked, search results has come. And if you go to the Eclipse ID and see the output, test got passed. All good, na? You are able to automate a single test case. And in this, locators were playing their role in helping Selenium in finding the elements on the web pages. That part you have to focus. That's it. You don't have to focus any other stuff. Okay. The below are the different type of locators which can be used for locating the elements on the web pages: ID, name, class name, LinkText, CSS Selectors, XPath. Here, I was manually writing the XPath expression, right? Earlier, for the search button, I was manually writing an XPath expression, right? But is there any way you can automatically write the XPath expression? Yes. Right-click inspect the search button. Right-click on this HTML code. Just right-click on the HTML code and go to copy. And you see copy XPath. Can you see copy XPath? Don't go for full path. Copy XPath. Copy that. And in the search box field, I'll paste it so that you can see what XPath I got. This XPath, I can use it here. Okay. Here, instead of me writing the XPath expression, I'm just copy pasting also. You see, when double quotes are there, automatically when I pasted backslash is there, you can also replace that with single quote. Okay, that's up to you. Both are good. Okay. Able to understand?
Can you do one more time, Ruth? How did you find that automatic?
I'll do that. I will do that. What I mean to say here is, you see, for example, if I want to create an XPath expression, I want to create an XPath expression. What did I did earlier? I right clicked, inspected. By looking at this HTML code, I say Control F, and they have manually written the XPath expression from scratch, right? Earlier.
Yes.
Earlier, right? But I'm not going to do that now. At this moment, what I'm going to show another option where you right click on this HTML code. Instead of writing by manually, you right click on the HTML code, select copy option. Okay, here in the right click menu, select the copy option. Under the copy option, you'll get a lot of options. In that, you have to select copy XPath. You should not select copy full path. You have to select copy XPath. When you say copy XPath, some XPath will be generated and copied, and you just paste it like this. Got it? Is it?
Yes.
Similarly, you can also right click on the same HTML code and say copy. Instead of XPath, if you want CSS selector, then what option we have? Copy selector option we have. Copy selector option you select, and in the new tab or something, just paste it. You got the CSS selector also. Auto-generated, right? Did you do any hard work in creating this XPath expression and CSS selectors? Did you do any hard work in creating this XPath and CSS? No, right? It's getting auto-generated. In the Google Chrome DevTools itself, if you right click here, copy XPath, copy selector, you have to say. If you say copy XPath, you'll get XPath expression. If you say copy CSS, you'll get CSS selector. You can use that in your automation code. But is this a good idea to every time depend on this, Google Chrome DevTools in copying? Sometimes it may give you wrong locators. It may be right also, but sometimes it will give you, non-reliable locators. Sometimes your script may fail. Okay, when you simply copy and paste this kind of locators. Okay, sometimes it may work, sometimes the script may fail. That kind of situations you may face. But for a while, okay, initially, since you guys are not aware of how to create XPath expressions and CX characters by yourself, for a while, we can actually going ahead for a few sessions, we'll just right click and copy and use this locators for CS and XPath. Remaining all we are clear, na? Remaining all are easy. ID we can get from the ID attribute from the HTML code. Name attribute from the HTML code. Class name class locator from the HTML code. Link text HTML code hyperlink text between the tags. Okay. Then CSS selectors XPath we have to write by ourselves, but we are not aware of that. So for a while, until you guys are good with CSS selectors and XPath expressions, what you are going to do is whenever you inspect an element, okay, whenever you inspect an element like this, right click on that HTML code of the element and select copy and copy XPath if you want to get XPath, copy selector if you want to use CSS selector locator, if you want to create CSS selector locator. That's what I mean to say. Okay, so let's see whether XPath expression, which is auto-generated by the Google Chrome DevTools I copied here, right? That I will use in this script here, already pasted. Okay, and try to see whether script is running or not. Okay, right click, run as Java application. Let's see whether the script is working or not. Okay. Is the script working? Search button got clicked, right? As you are able to see it. Okay. Search button got clicked and you got the search results also. That means whatever the XPath that Google Chrome DevTools also has generated, auto-generated for us, which we copied from the right click options, is also working. But this may be good or this may not be good. If you are very good with XPath, then you can, if you know how to create XPath by yourself, even though the Google Chrome DevTools has auto-generated it for you, you can cross-check whether this is good or not. Whatever the Google Chrome DevTools has auto-generated this XPath expression for you is actually good or not. You can understand or know only if you learn XPath expressions by yourself. Got it, guys? Is that clear? Is that clear? So do you have to learn XPath expressions despite of being Google Chrome DevTools auto-generating it? Type yes if you feel that you still have to learn XPath expressions by yourself after my explanation. Yes, we have to learn. Okay, still we have to learn XPath expressions, but not now. For a while, we'll take the help of the Google Chrome DevTools, but in the coming sessions, I'll teach you how to write your own XPath expressions. Okay? Still we have to learn. Correct, guys. Done. Great. Locators is very important topic, guys. Okay? Locators is very important topic. Without this, Selenium cannot locate any elements on the web pages. See how important it is. It's one of the pillar I can say in Selenium automation learning. So then I'm going to demonstrate different type of locators using Selenium, guys. Okay. So this is the next part. Then locators priority is another part. And lastly, we have one more way of auto-generating the locators known as selectors hub that I'll also cover. Okay. Fine. So let's go with the demonstration. Here in the same Selenium WebDriver script is there. Na? Okay. I'll just remove all this stuff. Here I'll change the URL, guys. Okay. So already you know the Selenium script is opening the Chrome browser. This will maximize the browser. This will open the application URL, right? So here I'm going to take a different application that is omaya.blogspot.com. Copy this and come back here and paste it here. Okay. I'm going to demonstrate each and every locator for you going ahead. Okay. First locator that I'm going to demonstrate it is which locator? ID locator. Okay. Entering text into the text area field on Omayo. So here on this application of omaya.blogspot.com, here there's a text area field, right? Everyone can see the text area field here on the omaya.blogspot.com. Yes, right? So for this, in this text area field, I want to type my name like this. I want to automate something in such a way that my name should get typed into the text area field. Okay. My name should get typed into the text area field. So what I will do here is I'll right click on the text area field, then select inspect option. When I do so in the Google Chrome DevTools, I'll get this HTML code. Does it have an ID attribute? Does this text area field in this HTML code has an ID attribute? Yes, right? I'll take the value of this ID attribute and use as an ID locator. This value of the ID attribute of this element will become a ID locator. I'll simply go to the script and simply say driver dot find element by dot. What I have to do? ID I have to say. Double quotes. I'll paste this value, this TA1 value of the ID attribute. Put a semicolon here. Here I'll say text area field or anything, one or any name you can give, guys. Okay. And I'll just declare this as a web element. Don't focus on the code, focus on the locator again here also. Here we are taking the help of ID locator. Okay. Dot. Which activity I have to do? Send keys activity because I want to type. The semicolon. And here I'll type my name, that is Arun Motori. Yes. Now let's run the code and see whether automatically we are able to type my name into the text area field or not. Okay. Here we have used a ID locator for this purpose. The focus point is ID locator in this script, guys. Okay. With ID locator, we are helping the Selenium in finding the text area field, and then Selenium is able to perform the operation like typing the text into the text area field. You see, my name got typed into the text area field. With the help of ID locator, Selenium is able to find the element. Similarly, I'll go with the next. Next, that is a name locator. Then I'll demonstrate the class name locator. I'll demonstrate the LinkText locator, XPath, and then CSS. Everything I'll demonstrate. So guys, just give me some 5 minutes or 10 minutes of time. I'll be back. I have something here. Okay. So I'll just pause the recording. You guys can take a break for, 5 to 10 minutes. Maybe at 8:05 I'll start. Okay. I'll resume the session at 8:05. I'll demonstrate the remaining type of locators for you. Okay. After 10 minutes. So just take a break for 10 minutes, guys. Okay. 8:05 sharp. I'll start again. Okay. So guys, let's continue. Guys, able to see me and able to hear my voice? Just type in the chat yes, so that I can proceed. Okay. Yeah, fine. Thank you, guys. So thanks for confirming. So I'm going to demonstrate you different type of locators using Selenium. So here, it will open the Chrome browser, maximize the browser. It will open the application URL. With the help of ID, I was able to help Selenium in locating the text area field, and into that, with the help of send keys command of Selenium, we typed it. But here focus is on ID. Okay. Now the next type of locator is name locator. Enter text into the text box field on Omeo. Okay, this is the application. This is the application, guys. In this application, what I want to do is after going to the application URL page, There is one text box field here. You can see there is a search text box field here. I would like to enter my name into the search text box field here. Okay, right click, inspect the search text box field, and this is HTML code. If you clearly observe this HTML code of this search box field, ID is not there. You see, next type of locator, name is there. I'll take the name, copy the value of this name, come back here, and here I'll just write this code, driver dot find element by dot. This time I'll use name. Paste it, put a semicolon. Here I'll say name, that is search box field, right? Search box field. Search box field. Okay, I can give any name here. Just give web element. And then search box field, what I have to do? Into the search box field, I want to type text. So in the case, I want to type my name, let's say first name, let's say Arun, into that search box field. Okay, done. Now run the script, right click, run as Java application. This time with the help of name locator, okay, Selenium should be able to find the element and then perform the operation, respective operation like typing text into the search box field. That is typing my name into the search box field. Just observe the search box field. You see, into the search box field, my name has been typed. This time, Selenium was taking the help of which locator? Name locator. Next. Next one is, which locator we have next? Class name locator. Click on the drop-down button on omaya.blogspot.com application. On this application page, if you scroll down, there is a drop-down button, guys. When you click on the drop-down button, you will get some options here. Facebook, Flipkart, Gmail. If you are getting these options means, is that a proof that drop-down button has been clicked or not? Guys, what do you say? When I click on the drop-down button, if I'm getting some options, is that a proof that drop-down button has been clicked or not? Yes, that is a proof, right? That is a proof that drop-down button has been clicked. Okay. Okay. So I'll do that. I'll automate this. Okay. So for that, I'll just go here and clear the script after going to the application. So then I'll right click on the drop-down button, inspect, drop-down button. In the search results, I got this. Does it have ID? No. Does it have name? No. But class is there. Single class is there. I can use this. When there is a single class, can I use it as a class locator or not? We can now use it, right? Earlier, there were multiple classes. Now only one class is there. I can use it as a class locator. Copy this. Come back here. Driver dot find element by dot. Here class name locator will be there. The name of the locator will be class name locator. Okay. Earlier ID name, now class name. Double quotes. I'll paste the value. That is this class attribute value. Put a semicolon. This is drop down button. I'll simply write down drop. Just give some valid name, just a relevant name. That will be good. Okay. Just for naming purpose. Web element. Drop down button. What I have to do on the drop down button? I want to click it. So click command of Selenium I'll use for now. Okay. Here locator focus is class name locator. Run the script to see whether drop down button is getting clicked or not. So all type of locators I'm trying to demonstrate one by one in the Selenium WebDriver automation script. But here focus should not be on code for you. Focus should be on the locator type I'm going to use in the script. Okay. In the script I'm using ID locator. In the script I'm using name locator. In the script I'm using class name locator. This is a class name locator example. So I think the thing is done here, but we were not focusing on the screen. Right click run as Java. I will run it again. It will open the Chrome browser. Then it will maximize the browser. It will open the application URL. Then it clicked on the drop down button. If options are coming means Facebook option, Gmail options are coming means drop down button has been clicked. Clear? Clear so far? Type C if it is clear so far. Everyone type C or S, whatever it feels. Okay. If it is clear, the explanation is clear. Then the next type of locator we have is a LinkText locator. Okay. Click on the link. This particular link I want to click. So you can see here, there are some hyperlinks here. I want to click one of the hyperlink on this page. This hyperlink I want to click. I'll right click inspect this compendium dev hyperlink on this web page. Okay. So ahref, okay, compendium dev and all. So this particular text I will take. Okay. This particular text I will take. Copy this text. This text is between the anchor tags. This text is between the anchor tags. Okay, starting tag, ending tag. In between that, we have this particular text. Copy this. Okay, so there is no ID, there is no name, there is no class attribute. So I'm going with the next one, just checking whether this particular element is a hyperlink anchor tag element or not. If it is a anchor tag, I can definitely take the text between these anchor tags, starting and ending anchor tags, and use the text between the tags as a LinkText locator. Copy this, and here I'll come back and simply say driver dot find element by dot LinkText locator. I'll use this time. Okay, fourth type of locator, LinkText locator. Put a semicolon here. That is compendium dev link, right? So I'll simply give the same name. Compendium dev link is equal to, I'll just simply say web element. I'll declare this as web element. Don't worry about the code. Here, what locator we are using is important, LinkText locator. Dot click, I'll say. It will click on the link. Let's run the code and see whether the Chrome browser is launching, maximizing, open the application URL. It should click on the compendium dev link, because here LinkText locator is helping Selenium in finding the compendium dev link on the web page and then performing the operation like click operation. After going to this page, it has to click on the compendium dev link. You see, clicked it. So the page is having not found. That's manually also, if you go, the same output you will get. But it is a proof that, when I click on this, you see the same page you will get, not found. That's okay. Okay. So, but the link has been clicked or not. Then only you got this page, right? Test pages, Heroku app, something you got. Okay. That's fine. So LinkText locator is also working. Next, we'll go with the next locator, that is XPath expression locator. Okay. So I want to click on the login button on Omayo. Here, if you scroll down on this page, somewhere here in the bottom, there is a login button. Where? Here, I guess. No, here, guys. When I click on the login button, what is coming as a proof? If I click on the login button to confirm that login button has been clicked or not, what dialog is coming? What alert is coming? Error, password or username. Because I have not entered the username password, and without entering username password, I'm clicking on login button, so I'm getting an alert. So tomorrow, if I automate the script, where in this automation script also, if I don't enter username password, click on the login button. If this alert is coming, means login button has been clicked or not. That proves the login button has been clicked or not, guys. Yes, right? So I'm going to take that. Okay. So I'm going to use, I'm going to locate the login button. Okay. With the help of XPath or CSS, I'll show you. Okay. So that's the reason I took an example here. But whether it is performed or not, whether the click operation is performed, how can we confirm? If you are getting this alert, means the click has been done. So fine, I'll go here, remove this. Now I'll just right click on this login button, inspect it, inspect the login button. When I inspect the login button, here HTML code has come. Does it have ID? Does this code, this HTML code has an ID? Guys, does the HTML code has an ID? No. Does it have name? Does it have name? No. Does it have, class name? Is this an hyperlink? Is this an hyperlink? No. Then what are the remaining options left out? What are the remaining locator types left out for us now? Class name is not there. No? Class attribute is not there. Yamini, class is not there. ID is not there. ID attribute is not there. Name attribute is not there. Class attribute is not there. This is not a hyperlink, so LinkText is not possible. So what are the other possibilities? XPath or another one? Either XPath or CSS. XPath or CSS are the only two options. So how to create an XPath? Right click on this, copy XPath. Right? I have copied the XPath. Driver dot find element by dot XPath. Whatever the XPath I copied using that option, I paste it here. Okay, put a semicolon. Here, wherever double quote is there, you can simplify it by providing single quote, guys. Backslash and single quote. You can remove and put a single quote. It looks good. Then login button, right? Login button is equal to, here I'll say web element. And I'll simply say login button. Login button dot click. Login button dot click. Put a semicolon. Run the script. Right click. Run as Java application. XPath expression. Here, which locator we are using to help Selenium in finding that login button on the web page? XPath expression we are using. XPath locator. You see, login button has been clicked. That's the reason we got this alert. Error, password or username. Similarly, we can also use, instead of XPath, we can also use which locator? In place of XPath, we can use which locator?
CSS.
XCSS. Same process, right? Inspect this login button. Right click on this HTML code of the login button, copy, this time copy selector. Come back here. Here instead of by.xpath, you write by.css selector. Provide double quotes, put, paste it, paste the CSS selector. Now run the code and see whether that is happening or not. So simple, right? ID, name, class name, LinkText, XPath, CSS selectors. These are the different type of locators. I practically showed you how to create such kind of locators to help Selenium WebDriver in locating the different elements on the web pages and then perform the operation, right? So same alert is coming means login button has been clicked without entering the credentials. Yes, great, great guys, great going. Now, what next? Next part is the priority of locators. Now you understood the practical stuff related to how to locate different type of locators, how to locate different web pages with the help of different type of, yeah.
Arun, that the XPath CSS alone, that code in the, can you put in the chat? Just the XPath and CSS, we used that code, right? Just
This code you want to see.
yeah, XPath and CSS alone. The two different codes we did, right?
Okay, so 1 minute, I'll just put it. Let's put the entire code.
CSS.
By.xpath. Here I'll remove this. Done. Okay. Is that fine?
Thank you, Arun.
Yeah. Try to save it somewhere. File, save as. Okay, I also saved it. Fine. Thanks for reminding. Okay, next thing is locators priority, guys. Very simple topic. These are we are done for today. Just let me complete these two topics. Very easy and simple topics. So far we have seen different type of locators, right? For the same element, you can create multiple locators or not. Are multiple locators possible for same element or not? For example, if I take this drop down field, if I want to create a locator for the locating this drop down field, how many locator types are possible? Just show here. Just see here. Right click inspect. You'll get the HTML code for this drop down field. Right click on, no need to right click anything. Just observe the HTML code here, guys. This is HTML code of the drop down field. ID locator is there or not? Guys, ID locator is possible or not for this element for locating this? Yes. What about name locator? Is that possible? Name locator also. Class locator possible. XPath possible. XPath possible. CSS possible. 5 locators are possible. Out of 6 locators for the single element for locating this, I can use any of these 5 locators. But if there are multiple locators, which locator I have to prefer? Getting my point? If multiple locator types are possible for locating the single element, I have to use only one locator type. Out of 5 locators, out of ID, name, class name, XPath, CSS, 5 possibilities. I have to choose only one possibility for locating this drop-down field. But which one I have to choose? That is dependent on what? Priority. Now you understood, right? Why priority is required? For a single element, multiple locator types are possible. Now you're confused which locator type you want to use for locating that element. Do you have to use priority or not? Do you have to go with priority or not in this case? What do you think, guys? Yes or no? Type S if you think that priority is required. Or type R if it is required. S or R, anything you can type. Everyone type R or S, required. Priority is required because a single element can be located with the help of multiple type of locators, and you may be landing in a kind of confusion state which locator type you want to choose. Okay, so here is the answer, guys. The diagram speaks. The diagram speaks. First priority goes for what? Type in the chat your answer. First priority goes for what? ID. Everyone type ID as a first priority. No, XPath is last priority file. Okay, ID is the first priority. First, we have to go with ID. After, if ID is not there, there were some situations, right? If the ID was not there, then we were going for what? Name. Name is a second priority. If there is no ID attribute in that HTML code of the element, then we'll check whether name attribute is there or not, so that we can create a name locator. If ID name are not there for that element, then we'll go for what? Class name locator. Class name locator. Okay, instead of class, you say class name locator. Okay, better. Locators wise, it is class name locator. Okay, if ID is not there, name is not there, then class name locator will choose as a priority. There may be some situations where for a particular element, when you are inspecting and finding it out, ID won't be there, name attribute won't be there, class attribute won't be there. These three locators are not possible. Then the next possibility is what? Next priority is what? Then you have to go for LinkText locator. But the only problem with the LinkText locator is the element should be of which type? Which type of element it should be? Hyperlink. Only for hyperlinks or anchor tags, this LinkText is possible, right? So let's say ID is not there, name is not there, class name is not there, that element is not a hyperlink or anchor text, anchor tag element. Then these four locators won't be possible. Then two remaining locators are there, CSS or XPath. Personally, I use XPath, guys. Though the diagram says CSS first, but I personally use what? XPath. You can use either CSS or XPath. Any of these things you can use. But there is one more thing also, DOM. You don't need that. Okay, you have already learned DOM, right? The situation will not come where you will use DOM, but it's a last priority. But we generally end with the CSS XPath. Mostly XPath will be able to manage your problems. Okay, XPath is a very kind of powerful kind of locator which can locate the elements at any cost. But CSS is there, XPath is there. In this, personally, I use what? Type in the chat box. Personally, I prefer which locator out of CSS and XPath? As a first priority, XPath I prefer. Everyone type. When I get a chance to create XPath or CSS, I prefer XPath over CSS. Okay, I'll prefer XPath over CSS. Try to remind me tomorrow, guys. I'll tell you the reason why I have to choose XPath over CSS. Okay, tomorrow I'll teach you why should I prefer XPath over CSS. Okay, but today I'll not teach you. Today, blindly or high level, assume that XPath, okay, over CSS. So, and one more thing is also there, guys. Today I'll not cover this. Tomorrow I'll cover. That is Selectors Hub. Okay, there is an add-on known as Selectors Hub. Okay, that I'll cover tomorrow. Okay, so there are two pending things in this session. First pending thing is why XPath over CSS. Second that I have to cover. And second thing is how to use Selectors Hub for auto-generating the XPath and CSS selectors. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. And these notes also I'll share. Today's notes, and one more assignment also I'll give. One more assignment also I'll give, guys. Just be with me. This is notes, okay? Today's notes on locators. What is the assignment I'm going to give you is, this is the right time for you guys to start practicing XPath expressions and CSS selectors by your own. Okay, I'll share you the notes of that. I'll share you the video of that. Okay, start practicing that. I'll give you the video which you have to start practicing XPath expressions and CSS selectors by your own. In the coming sessions, I'll teach you some basics, but may not be able to teach the entire thing. Okay, so you guys have to learn it and you have to get back to me with the questions. Okay, so that's the assignment. But if the time permits, I'll also teach you, but not in the middle of the session, but maybe at the end of the course, I'll try to teach you those things. Okay, but it's your responsibility, to learn these things. How to create XPath expressions and CSS selectors from scratch is something you have to learn by yourself, guys. Okay. It's a 3 hours, 4 hour session, guys. Okay. This is a 4 hours video. I want you guys to go through this video. Maybe at the end of the Selenium Java training series, I may teach you this if the time permits me. Otherwise, you guys have to learn. Okay. So because everything cannot be taught in the sessions, only directions and best practices will be told. But I will try. I will try to teach you this also later, but I'm not sure. Okay. So I'm going to give that as an assignment. Assignment 2. Very easy, guys. These are very easy assignments. Okay. That's why I'm giving to you. You can simply practice this. And I'll also, if you learn this right, maybe at later point of time, I'll teach you. Okay. This you have to go with. So I think that's all for today. Now, you have any doubts, you can ask me, guys. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. I gave 2 assignments for this week for today. And notes I shared. Code also I'll try to share now. Yeah, any questions or doubts, you can go ahead. Any doubts, any questions, anyone from today's session or anything you want to discuss with me?
Yeah, I have one question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, so the logout web element on the web page, it is there at the below, right? So do we need to scroll down or it is not required?
No need to scroll. Automatically, it will happen most of the cases. But if it is not getting scrolled down, we have to make it scroll. Okay.
Okay.
Most of the cases, Selenium will automatically go there. Okay. Selenium has automatically done that. We don't have to scroll manually. But there may be some situations that you may encounter in real time. Selenium will not be able to do scrolling of that. Okay. In such failures cases only, there is other way that I'll explain later. We have to take the help of JavaScript in that case. Okay. To scroll the web pages.
Yeah, thanks.
That I can cover later. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Pawan, what do you want? Pawan, you have typed some question in the chat. Can you please show the examples for LinkText and partial LinkText locating web elements? LinkText, is that clear for you, Pawan? LinkText? Example I have given for LinkText, is that clear for you already, Pawan? Yes. Partial LinkText I'll cover later, Pawan. Okay. Partial LinkText during Selenium WebDriver scripts, right? I'll cover. Okay. For now, let's focus only on locators part. Okay. So different type of locators, but partial LinkText is one of the method in Selenium WebDriver that I don't want to cover as part of this. I cannot consider that as a locator. Rather, I'll consider that as one of the Selenium feature. Okay. So when Selenium WebDriver commands will be explained, right? As part of that, I'll cover partial LinkText. Okay. Is that fine, Pawan? Okay. Yeah. Any other questions, guys? When it's getting saved, I'm not able to get it actually. Okay. Okay, no questions, guys. If you don't have any questions, you can leave, guys. Okay. I'll share the code, sample code, just one sample code of, Selenium WebDriver script with one locator type like XPath. Okay. In the Telegram group, I'll share. Okay. The link for that, Google Drive link for that code, I'll share it here in a while. You guys can leave if you don't have any questions. Only the people who have the questions can stay in the meeting and they can keep asking me the questions. Yeah, Pavan, do you have any questions? If not, you can leave. Virendra, Maha, and AB. Any questions you have?
Arun, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
You haven't taught this yet, but I just need to ask you
No,
one
no
thing.
problem. You can ask. No problem.
Actually, I am already working on an automation project in my company,
Okay.
and there are like three testers. Okay, so
Okay.
what method I'm following is I'm
Mm.
directly writing the feature file, and
Mm.
I'm just running the file. So it will give me the skip steps,
Yes,
whatever I
right.
have skipped.
Correct.
So I'll just copy paste and I create the object and constructor and
Mm. Okay.
like how you are doing, no? Like
Mm.
for every step you're writing like driver dot get dot element like that. But
Yes, yes.
I'm not using driver on every step.
Mm.
Okay, so what's happening whenever they're sending me their projects to run on my local? So
Mm.
due to driver compatibility issue, I'm not able to run those files on my local.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So it's asking me to downgrade my thing.
Downgrade your
Google Chrome.
maybe compatibility problem.
Yeah. Google driver
Mm.
compatibility issue.
Okay, now actually you don't have to, even use the drivers, right? I don't like why you guys are still using the drivers.
Yeah, that's the thing. But they are already following those project pattern, so they are asking me to follow the same.
I don't know
They
whether,
don't want to
with the
change it.
which version of Selenium, can you confirm like which version of Selenium they are using and all?
I'll so message you mostly by evening. I'll just
Yeah,
check.
yeah, because
Uh,
without knowing which version of Selenium they are using, right? Or driver they are
okay.
using, right? Then we cannot figure out what's happening there, basically. Okay. So based on that only, you have to, there are some ways to, downgrade your Chrome browser and all those stuff. I can explain that to you. Okay. But
Mhm.
before that, you need to find out what is the Selenium version you guys are using and what is the driver version you guys are using and what is the browser version in your machine. Three things you have to share with me. Okay.
Okay.
If you can
But
get
even though I have
by tomorrow,
even
right?
though I downgrade my
Hmm?
sorry,
Yeah, yeah.
even though I downgrade my Google, if I
Hmm.
share that same file with someone, even that person will face the same issue, no?
Okay.
Chrome issue.
So do one thing, take a snapshot or screenshot of what problem exactly you are facing. Okay.
Okay.
Tomorrow, right? These three items like, Chrome browser version and
Okay.
the driver version and Selenium version at same time, one sample script. Okay. If you can take a
Okay.
screenshot and, showcase to me tomorrow morning when we
Yeah.
join the call, right? Then I can help you out there itself. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I'll do
No
it.
problem, na? Hmm?
Yeah. Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Thank you.
No problem. Anytime.
Thanks for the class,
Yeah,
everybody.
no
Like,
problem. Anytime. Be there. Okay. Thank you. See you there. Bye.
thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.